So you want to make a material in Unreal Engine 4. Hey guys, welcome back to TutsByKai. I'm Kai, and today we are back in Unreal Engine once again. I messed the beginning up this time. So we're back in Unreal Engine. You guys seem to like the first video we made, which was how to import Magica voxel meshes into the engine. Today we're looking at how to create a material. I didn't see a lot on specific stuff for Unreal Engine, so we're gonna get started today. I did get a comment about a type of thing that involves material, so I figured we'll just do this whole material and then I'll break down the small individual pieces. So what I want to do first things off is I want to go ahead and create a new folder. I'm going to call this folder materials materials with an S. I'm going to open this up and I'm going to add I'm going to right click in this section right here, or we can actually hit add new and hit material. I'm gonna hit material, and we're gonna call this material. Let's start with just a regular diffuse. We'll start with a regular diffuse, right? So I want to go ahead and take this opportunity to bring out some objects here. I'm gonna just bring out a couple spheres. Hit Control W to duplicate, and just move this over. Same thing, Control W. Maybe we'll do 4. Yeah, we'll do 4. I think that should be enough. Right. So we have 4 spheres here. What we can do is I'll go ahead and I'll open up this diffuse, and as you can see, we have this box that pops open. And this is our material editor right here, which is really sweet. And right here you can see we have our big old base node. If you're familiar with Blender or Cinema 4D or anything close to that, this node system is very similar, so it's easy to kind of adapt. But there is a couple things that you're gonna want to need to look out for. So the first thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and hold down the 3 number on my keyboard. So up at the top, hold down 3, and then we're going to left click, and right there, you can see we have this big giant box that pops up, and then pretty much this is what we use to create a color. So what we can do here is actually you can type in on the side as well, other than hitting 3, you can type in constant 3 vector. And you can go ahead and click and drag this out, and it will be the same exact thing. So instead of holding down 3, you can do that, but you can also type this in right there. All right. So we're gonna grab this little hooky up space. That's the technical term, and we're gonna plug that into the base color. That base color is now going to be whatever this color is, and right now it's black. So we'll change this to a nice. We'll change this to a nice blue. Yeah, we'll change it to a nice blue. Maybe something like that. Right? Yeah. And then hit OK. All right. So now you should see when this loads up that we have a blue color, which is nice. But as you can see, we do have a bit of shine on that. You see we have a bit of shine. You can see we have some pretty nice stuff going on there. So that's pretty much just our basic diffuse. So I'm going to close this, and I'm going to open up a new material. We're going to create a new one. All right. So we're going to save that. And by hitting save, it also applies it to the scene, so you don't have to hit apply. I'm going to go ahead and click and drag this onto that sphere right there. So that's our first one. We're going to right click and add a new material. This material is going to be shiny. And I'm going to go ahead and I like that better. It looks funnier. All right, we're gonna go ahead and open up the shiny with an E, and we're gonna go ahead and hit 3 once again. Hold down 3 and click one more time. We're gonna plug this. And we're gonna plug this into our roughness. We can plug this into our roughness, and I'll show you what this does really quickly. This is not how I want to do this though, but you can see instantly we have a really cool shiny effect. And if I change this color to, let's say, orange, right? If I change this to an orange, to an orangey color, you can see how we maybe something more like that. Yeah, there we go. You can see how we have a really nice non-shine. You can see how it kind of goes away after I change that color, and the reason for this is because this is how we should not do this. So I'm gonna go ahead and right click this and break the link. I'm gonna plug this into the base color. Now with this base color, we're pretty much just gonna have exactly what we had with the blue. So to make this shiny as well as having a color, what we can do is hold down the 1 key on our not on our numpad, on the top of our keyboard. Hold on 1 and then left click, just like we did for 3, but now we're holding down 1. You can also type in constant and then drag this out, and it's the same thing. All right, so now we're gonna plug this into our roughness. Now you can see when that loads up that now we have the shine. The shine is now coming through, and we also have our color. So you can't just actually plug the color into the roughness and try and get a shiny effect. That won't work. Now, if you want to change the roughness of this, you can see this is 100% shiny now. There's no roughness at all. 100% gloss. So if I go ahead and I change this value to, let's say, 0.3, you can see that we now have a bit more rougher of a surface. You see how we can go ahead and change this and get something that we like a bit better. So if I go 0.1, you should be able to see that we have something a little more shiny, but not all the way shiny. And if I go really high, like let's say 1, not 0.1, 1, you can see we have 100% rough, pretty much no shine at all, anywhere, sphere. So that is how you make something completely not shiny whatsoever. I'm going to go ahead and put this back down to 0 because I want to get that shiny material. We'll go ahead and save this. And as you can see, since I dragged that material out the first place, now we have that shiny orange material. All right, we're gonna add one more material. We're gonna call this one. What should we do with this one? We're gonna do this one as glowy. This will be our emission shader. Instantly, when I drag this onto our third cube here, our third sphere here, sorry, you see we have a sphere that pretty much has no material. So we'll go in and we'll do some cool stuff. So we'll go ahead, hold down 3 once again at the top of our keyboard, and left click, plug that into the base color, and we'll change this color to red. Why not? Yeah, we'll do a red. We'll do a red for this one, something like that. Yeah. All right. So as you can see, we have an outlet here called emissive color. If I were to go ahead and break this link and put this into the emissive color, you can be able to see that now we're having a surface actually. This is actually emitting, it's actually an emissive shader now. As you can see, there's no shadowing on the sphere anymore. At the back here, there's actually no shadows. But it's not actually creating any light, and it's not actually glowing. So the way we can do this is we can go ahead and break that link by right-clicking emissive color, plug that back into the base color, hold down 1 once again. This is pretty much just, anytime we hold down 1, this is pretty much just saying we want to change the value of whatever our base color is. So we'll go ahead and we'll plug this into the emissive color. So now we want to change the value of the emissive color. And we'll change this value to something like 5 to start off. And instantly you can see we have that a bright emissive color, but the problem is we've lost the base color of red. We can bump this up even higher. We can go to 50, and as you can see, we've still lost that red color, but now it's glowing. It looks really cool, but we've lost that red color. The way we can go ahead and fix this is we can drag these on out a little bit, and I'll break both of these links here. I'll hold down M on my keyboard and left click to add in a multiply. I'll go ahead and plug the color into A and the value into B, and we'll hook this output into emissive color. Now what this will do is, as you can see, now we have the red color and we have the 50 for the glow. This is really, really cool because now we have the color and the glow at the same time, and if you put this down to 1, we'll get the regular color, just like how when we plug the base color into the emissive. And now if we go really high with it, something like 100, you should be able to see that we have a red color with the red glow, which looks really, really cool. So we'll save that one. We'll save textures for another tutorial. So let's just call this one just a regular material now, and let's go into it and let's see what we can do here. Let's do a metallic color, and we do the same thing with 1. We hold down 1, left click, and we'll plug this into metallic. All right, so we have 0 value on metallic. But like I said, the 1 is pretty much the biggest number you can go with. This is what it seems like. So what we're going to do is we're going to save this one as well, and that is our final material here. I will go ahead and take a look at all 4 of these materials in game. We can go ahead and hit play on this. You can see that we have all these nice materials, and the emissive material is actually casting reflections on our character, which looks really, really super cool. Well, that is that for materials. In the next tutorial, we will actually get into textures and materials. I kind of want to break that up because it's a bit much to do in the same video. So I will see you guys then. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you learned something new. I will see you in the next tutorial, but until then, bye.